Today we're reviewing the VW ID.7 especially for you. We're going to see if it can actually park itself, who wins the ISOFIX challenge between me and my mate Dave, and the question on everyone's lips, can this wide boy fit through a Mackey's drive-thru? Now Volkswagen, or Volkswagen as my kids call them, have been bringing out some really good electric cars. And we've driven them all. ID, standing for Intelligent Design, was conceived to be the third chapter in the Volkswagen story, from the Beetle to the Golf to full electric. One of the first ones we drove was the VW ID.3. Great little car, really nimble, brilliant city run around. From hatchback to the minivan, we've had the ID.3, the ID.4, 5 and the Buzz. And leaving them all in its dust is the ID.7. This is basically a Passat, an electric Passat, and they sold a boatload of those, really popular cars. Will this be a good alternative, an electric alternative to that? Let's talk about range. This beauty boasts a battery size of 82 kilowatt hours, providing a monstrous range of 382 miles on a single charge. Not to mention, this car is anything but slow, doing 0 to 60 in just 6.5 seconds and having a top speed of 112 miles per hour. It has a maximum DC charge rate of 175 kilowatts, meaning on an ultra-rapid charger, you can go from 10 to 80% in just 28 minutes. It's comfy. It's a comfy car. London to Scotland, if you're doing that on a regular occurrence, then this is definitely the car for you. Great for long distance, comfortable, sleek, stylish travelling. If you spend your weekends chauffeuring your little freeloaders from one event to another, this EV could be for you. Not only because it's zero emissions, but it's going to save you a fortune compared to the petrol equivalent. And if you have solar and a home charger, it's game on. Oh, going around a nice bend here. Feels sturdy. It's a heavy car, so it's going to handle corners like this with no problem. And obviously, having an electric battery in the bottom of the chassis gives you that extra purchase on the terrain. Good steering wheel. Nice. It's not a patch on the Lexus.
Yeah, I always have a thing I say about Lexus. It's like the Japanese Mercedes.
That's still my favourite steering wheel on a car. Now, we brought the ID.7 to one of our favourite bridges, not just to show you the beautiful similarities between the sloping roofline, which gives it a lovely sporty look. You've also got this great tow hitch, which is another bit of intelligent design. And another bit of intelligent design is this part. This is where the electricity goes in, and instead of a lot of cars which open sideways, this goes up, meaning you don't get a wet hand when you charge it. Now, one of the bonuses about this car is it has CCS, which means it can charge very fast. Right, let's have a look around the front of this lovely ID.7. Got my pointer, and it's very good at pointing out things. So we've got a camera there, we've got some radar technology there, and what really stands out at night is this front light bar, which really makes it stand out on the road. You've got these clever lights, which are like eyeballs, they move around, very intelligent design. And not to mention, we've got air holes there for increased aerodynamics. It's quite long though, nearly 5 meters. Look at it, the ID.7. One thing that has stood out for me is these handles. Actually really simple to use and a nice solid thud when you shut the door there, and excellent for aerodynamics. Welcome to my happy space. If you do a lot of driving, you're going to love the interior. I do like these blue accents in the seat as well, and across here. Stitching feels nice, the material here is very good. And same across here. You've got these slightly odd looking details here, which looks quite nice at night, but it's divided a bit of opinion by some of our passengers. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And that brings us on to the biggest and most rubbish part of the intelligent design of the VW ID.7. And I'm sure a lot of people have complained about this, but instead of having 4 buttons to do your windows, like so, 2 for the front, 2 for the back, it's only got 2 buttons. You've got to press this button here to open the windows in the rear, which is very annoying and not practical at all. Not intelligent design. Now, naming a car intelligent design is a big statement, and aside from a trip to McDonald's, we're also keen to investigate whether this car really lives up to its badge, as when it comes to the user interface, the previous models aren't the most user-friendly. So we've driven a lot of cars in the ID range. The ID.3, the screen on that is noticeably smaller, and bit too small in my opinion. This gives you a lot more to look at. It's very responsive. I'm going to put my spoon down for a minute because I need to navigate through all these bits and bobs. It's responsive, it's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's just easy to work through. Nice and clear, well played VW. That is intelligent software design. Although for some reason they've got images of the ID.3 here rather than this car, which is the ID.7. Okay, this is a really big test for the ID.7. It's a very long car. Can it navigate through the McDonald's drive-thru without curbing the wheels? In a world obsessed with big SUVs and fastbacks like this, a meal please with a banana milkshake. You might need to consider whether you really need such a big vehicle. British roads and car parks can be an alloy-scratching minefield, so think twice before supersizing. Need space? The ID.7 has you covered with 532 litres of luggage capacity, with the seats down a whopping 1,586. Loads of room for a big suitcase, your golf clubs, and even a bike if you fold down a middle seat. Very good head-up display on this as well. And what I also like is they've got this augmented reality navigation device as well, so it projects which turning you need to come off at and also gives you a little nudge if you're in the wrong lane to make sure you're in the right lane. Oh, that's a nice touch. They've got this blue bar across the front, so if you're daydreaming and you're not really paying attention to your navigation, it lights up across the front and says go left or go right. Nice little prompt. Another nice trick is the auto parking feature, but was it any good? Searching for parking spaces. Now there's 3 parking spaces behind us, all easily and nicely marked. Will they be able to do it? It's the brake. Let's see what it's got. It's going to hit that. It's going to hit the bar. It's going to hit. Massive fail. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the storage. First and foremost, underneath here, you've got these retractable doors, which means you've got room for your select car leasing coffee cup if you really jam it in there. You can put your spoon down the side there, and you've got USB-C connectors there, and also here, wireless charging. If you want, you can take that out as well to give you a bit more room for multiple phones. And if you want to have it outside, out of mind, just shut these little trapdoors. Under here, more storage, and it's even got this clever little drawer for putting your sources or your little mini cameras. But a big minus is the glove box. It is pathetic, and I think it's because there's probably a fuse box or something under there, and you've just about got enough room for your battery bag. Welcome to the back seats. Now this is where the fun begins. So decent amount of headroom in the back. You've got room for your phone in these little pockets. You've also got another little pocket there. Loads, a felt lined back pocket, and a big old armrest. 3 cup holders, which also has a door into the back. Recently, we challenged some Reading FC first team players to both the Booty and ISOFIX challenge, and without previous experience raising kids, they struggled. Let's see how myself and dad of 3, Dave, gets on against the master. This is my mate Dave. He's got many kids, so we're going to do the ISOFIX challenge. Dave, are you ready?
Born ready.
On your marks, get set, go!
Get those down, put that in.
Oh no, it's not working.
Down as well there. Get that in, locked in, done.
Oh, it's a dead heat!
I think I won.
It's a dead heat! Okay, can you get a baby strapped in there? Dave was convinced he won the ISOFIX challenge. I think it was a draw, to me. We'll let you decide in the comments. This car ticks so many boxes and will no doubt be a popular EV, especially if you drive long distances, have kids and other paraphernalia, and if safety is important to you.